There are reports that violence is escalating in Syria, even with the arrival of peace monitors. It was hoped that Arab League observers might help stem the bloodshed of Syria's 9-month crackdown on dissent. But human rights groups say regime forces have opened fire on protesters, killing dozens of people in the last 24 hours. Middle East correspondent Ann Barker reports.
The violence in Syria is now in its 10th month and shows no sign of abating. In cities across the country, security forces continue their crackdown on dissent, shooting, beating and arresting protesters on the streets. In the past 24 hours, scores of people have been killed in different parts of the country, and most were in the very areas where Arab League observers were visiting.
They're inciting sectarian strife. This army is placing the tanks to attack an opposition neighbourhood and to protect a pro-regime neighbourhood.
One amateur video purports to show protesters coming under fire in the southern city of Daraa as the Arab mission toured the country. Protesters ran for their lives as a line of riot police reportedly opened fire. Human rights activists now harbour serious doubts about the mission's credibility and what, if anything, it can achieve.
This visit is totally biased. It's a farce. The Syrian regime is making a mockery of respecting the Arab League agreement by accepting the presence of observers.
In one city, Homs, protesters complained that Arab monitors were unsympathetic and hard to find. There are also questions about the head of the mission, the Sudanese General Mustafa al-Dabi, who's accused of human rights abuses of his own in Sudan's Darfur province. Nevertheless, the observers' presence has encouraged big crowds onto the streets. But as the death toll in Syria continues to rise, there are dwindling hopes that anyone can do anything to stop the violence. Ann Barker, ABC News.